so firstly, I want to know about Temple Pilot.
We wanted something that had an international appeal but a very Indian heart and soul to it. You are actually going through a lot of shit.
And these are the people who are very successful, people who have dreams, people who want to reach for the skies.
They want leaders with real inner fabric, not just someone who's talking or has a very good personality.
They're dealing with fear, they're dealing with stress that entails while you're learning to fly.
But how can you learn without making mistakes? Hands off flying, you leave the brakes and you feel like exactly like a bird. So
क्योंकि साथ में सबकी फटती है ना तो अच्छी दोस्ती हो जाती है.
my mother used to ask me, you are going to take a person on top of a mountain and make them fly from there and they're going to pay you for it? She's like, "Vedi zali iska tu." He's like, shit, I can't kill her. Yaar.
Thank you for this. Oh shit, it's gonna be bad.
It's okay. I'd like to start by saying we train almost 80 to 100 women in every flying season.
We fly, in the Himalayas and we see these spectacular, massive mountains and we are like nothing.
To make flying as affordable and accessible to every Indian who wants to fly.
Fear is a messenger. We are more focused on making a community of pilots.
Friendship was so no questions asked. Our country had a bad name for adventure sports when we started. I can't guarantee you that it will be 100% safe because it is an extreme adventure sport.
What if the biggest obstacle between you and the life you truly want isn't a lack of talent, opportunity, or resources, but fear? Fear of falling, fear of being judged, fear of stepping into the unknown. Today we are joined by two pioneers who have spent over 25 years helping thousands of individuals move beyond fear and discover their true potential. Meet Anita Deshpande, co-founder and business head of Templepilots, one of India's pioneering women in adventure sports. She transformed a bold vision into one of Southeast Asia's leading paragliding institutions, empowering women, creating opportunities for local communities, and proving that courage can change lives. Joining her is Avi Malik, an ex-India Air Force fighter pilot, India's only APPI International Master Instructor, TEDx speaker, and one of the country's most respected paragliding experts. With decades of aviation experience, he has trained thousands of pilots and helped shape international safety and training standards. But this conversation isn't about flying. It's about the psychology of fear, the science of confidence, the courage to leave your comfort zone, and the mindset that helps ordinary people unlock extraordinary potential. So let's dive into a conversation that may just inspire you to take the first leap towards the life you have been waiting to create. All right. Hi, Anita. Hi, Avi.
Hi.
Welcome to our space.
Thank you.
Such a delight. I think it's been long pending. So finally we are here.
Yes.
All right. So firstly, I want to know about Temple Pilot. The name sounds so interesting. Where did it start? Who came up with this name?
So I think Anita is the better one to answer this one.
Okay.
Go for it.
Before that, we are very honored to be here. Thank you so much. And more power to you and all the best to all the endeavors.
Thank you.
And I love how you lift people. So.
Thank you so much.
So Temple Pilots, it's something that we came up with almost 25 years back, more than 25 years back. We wanted something that had an international appeal, but a very Indian heart and soul to it. So in India, wherever you fly from, it's a mountain sport, right?
Yeah.
You have to take off from the top of a mountain. There is some kind of a sacred presence anywhere you go.
Sure.
in the Himalayas or the Nilgiris or wherever you go.
Yeah.
So it'll either be something is being prayed to. It'll be a temple or a stone or a cross or a tree or, a flag. Something will be there where there is some sacred presence to it.
Totally.
Also, we feel that the process of learning how to fly is exactly like a pilgrimage. So you struggle in the beginning, you're doing ground handling.
Yeah.
You're carrying your glider, you go, you spread the glider, you learn the basics. Everything is so new. So there is some struggle to it.
Yeah.
Like you climb a mountain going to the temple or to, some divine place. It's a struggle to climb and walk and reach.
Yeah.
And once you reach, which is you're cleared for your solo flight after all the levels are cleared, now you're on top of the hill with your own wings, going to experience freedom of flying.
Wow.
And you're flying and it's so close to, for want of a better word, moksha or enlightenment, that you're actually, weightless. Mind stops working and you're feeling that moment of complete peace and oneness with everything around you, the sky, the earth, the wind. So as a salute to that, experience, it's Templepilots.
Wow. Oh my God. I
Did I tell you?
love that. Actually, never thought of it that way, but it makes so much sense,
Yeah.
and it is liberation, I
Yes.
think, from physical to the spiritual.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. And tell me about the framework you guys have. I think you work a lot with corporates. You
Yes.
have a program called Inner Flights.
Yes.
Yeah. So take us through the format and what's the ethos? How does it work?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very excited.
So Inner Flights has bloomed from our 25 years of teaching flying, and we've seen transformations happening on daily basis with the people who come to learn to fly. And these are the people who are very successful, people who have dreams, and people who want to reach for the skies. And they're dealing with fear, they're dealing with stress that entails while you're learning to fly. And once they achieve the sense of fulfillment that is there, and the inner shift that they make is very palpable, very evident. And that's how, the program of Inner Flights kind of came into being. That, of course, it's fun and joyful to learn to fly, but the real takeaway is the inner shift that you make in your perception, in your self-belief, and your, idea of what is possible for you. So that's how Inner Flights kind of came into being.
Amazing. Yeah. Very good name again.
Yes. Yes.
But let's say if I'm a corporate, let's take a live example and I come to you that I want to do this for my team. What are the steps? What's the roadmap that one needs to follow?
Should we toss?
We can thoda, we can,
Go ahead, please.
So every corporate would have their own end game, like their plan
Right.
for who they want to send. We have had corporates who want to send just their top performers. They've given it as a incentive or a gift to their top performers to come and learn flying together, and then they want us to observe and give a report about it. There are some who want it as a team building exercise.
Sure.
There are a lot of corporates these days who want to do activities like paragliding, which is an extreme sport. It's not a soft adventure sport. It's an extreme adventure sport.
It is.
To actually see if they can support each other through a grueling task like learning how to fly, to assess their team dynamics and to assess how someone reacts in a high pressure environment. And this, we are not just talking jargon, or we are not just doing some soft talking or games. You are actually going through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a wrong
I know
word,
what
but
you mean,
you're sweating, you're in the outdoors, there's dust, there's sun, you're learning how to fly. It's not very demanding at the end of the course, but initially for a few sessions, everything is so new, and that is what actually your true character will shine through. And
Yeah.
that's what corporates want to know about their teams, about their, employees and people they want to send to observe things like this.
Sure.
And a lot of them want us to facilitate certain behavioral observations or certain things that they want to cultivate, like decision making, or who is shining through as a leader, because they want leaders with real inner fabric,
Yeah.
not just someone who's talking or has a very good personality, to actually in silence be able to lead and give complete support when someone is down and out or fearful or doesn't have the confidence. Now, how are you lifting your teammates up, and how are you together making this possible to achieve the end product is so clear. You fly,
Yeah.
that is what you're hoping for, but then how do you achieve it? Even something as beautiful as making mistakes,
Yeah.
no one wants to make a mistake these days,
Yeah.
but how can you learn without making mistakes?
Yeah.
So to be kinder to yourself and to be able to free yourself from the whole the whole thing about I shouldn't be making mistakes, and of course there'll not be any growth. So be fearless about that and allow yourself to make the mistakes, but maybe make newer mistakes and learn and grow. So just to free yourself from what you bind yourself with, open it up and clear channels for water to flow, for energy to flow within teams, and have
Wow.
a sense of belonging.
Sounds very impactful. I'm sure the result is great. So take me through the course. Let's say how many days it is, what are the workshops, like what's the process like?
Can I add something to what she was saying and what you asked?
Yeah.
So there are corporates who have creative teams, and they want to expand their horizons, like look at things from different perspectives and, different viewpoints. So then when you fly, you really change your perspective, and it's easy to, be more creative in your, work. So that's another kind of aspect that people look at
Sure.
for these programs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And talking about, the mistakes. So making mistake is fine, but judging yourself for that mistake is where, the problem lies.
True.
So mistakes are like a process, like success in progress,
Yeah.
you can say. But if you don't judge yourself, you're free to learn. And we generally give example of children. As children, we learn things so fast. We are fearless, we play, we fall, we get up, and we learn things fast. But as we grow, we start becoming serious, and we don't want to make mistakes, and we don't learn.
Yeah.
So it's going back to childhood, being a child again, going into nature and having fun.
Wow.
Because when you have fun, you learn.
Yeah.
If you're not having fun, we're not
Nothing
learning.
goes.
We all have this experience from our schools.
Yeah.
But when you're having fun, it's easy to learn. And that's what we show. That's what you experience. And that's what you take away. If you can take that fun to your work and make it, more easy for yourself, and then it's easy to achieve. So these are like palpable, real, experiential
Outcomes.
Takeaways. Yeah.
Yeah, because, in my head, I'm thinking when a corporate team comes, they come with so much baggage,
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yes.
With team frictions, there are internal
Yes.
politics, they'll have,
Yes.
looks at each other. So how do you start building that is something I want to know, because that's so challenging.
Yes.
So perfect. They come with a lot of baggage, and you can't fly with baggage. You can
Quite literally.
you can only fly if you're light.
Yeah.
So that's one of the huge changes that we ask you to make. We actually tell pilots who enroll for a course that whatever problems you have, whatever stresses you have, relationship issues, or with your boss, just for the 3 days or 4 days, put all that in your bag, and don't worry, it will not run away. Because you need to be free to learn
Yeah.
to fly.
Yeah.
Or you need to be free to learn anything new. Your cup needs to be empty for something to, come
Sure.
inside. So all has to go.
Hmm.
Be free and learn something beautiful.
Actually, sometimes it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But then people realize it after the first session that, thinking, but my designation is this, and why should I be doing this with this
Yeah.
person? And,
Yeah.
all it just fades away after the first session of, connecting and running. And because we treat everyone completely equally.
I'm
The
sure.
same attention, the same directness, the same discipline, the pre-flight checks, because this is serious fun, we call it, and there's no compromise on safety.
Yeah.
So you could be whoever you are, but you will be treated equally, and you have to, follow
Yeah.
the discipline of the sport. So,
And you do realize that you can't carry this baggage for long because it's coming
Yeah.
in the way.
and you shed it.
And all the pretensions fall and you become real you. You get to be you,
Yeah.
Because
Is
like
it
she
a-
mentioned before, in the
yeah.
outdoors, you can't be pretentious. You have to be you.
True.
So all that, little costumes of the ego, they start kind of, disrobing you and you come to be real and you free yourself
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah.
That you can't carry this, your designation or, your past. You have to be real.
True.
And sometimes
And-
you realize, oh, I'm so cool. Like
And
you.
that reminds me, like I'm from the Indian Air Force, like an ex-fighter pilot. And when we go on missions, for example, in fighter flying, if you're my senior, I will still call you by your name. I won't say like group captain so-and-so. I'll just call you by your name. So the ranks and all go away because we are a team.
Yeah.
It is the same here. Like in the outdoors, we are co-creating our experience together.
Sure.
And we are same and we do the best for each other and we achieve what we are set out to.
Wow.
And it's easy then more than you realize.
Yeah. I mean,
But we facilitate it. So through the program, like you were asking, the first program is just a 2-day program.
okay.
It's a very easy entry level called Discover Paragliding.
Okay.
So you don't really learn solo flying here, but you learn all about the sport. You go to the site, you learn how to connect, you learn how to inflate, play with the glider on the ground. Then you have a theory session, and the next day you have an instructional tandem flight. So an instructor will fly you on a 2-seater joyride and train you as you're flying. So you'll get the controls in your hand
got it.
and you will be told what to do. So you get a complete experience of what the sport is, but also go through some training, learn basics about flying, and have a debriefing session together, which is one of our USPs in Templepilots. You want to tell them about the debriefing session?
So yeah, I mean, before any training operation, we have a briefing session. What are the objectives? What we want to achieve? How will we go about it?
Which
Then we
will
have
be
the-
different for every individual, because we want to let everyone go by their own pace.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just one question I have before we go to the next step. I mean, you guys said the team bonding. I mean, you tell them to
Yes.
keep it away. But is it that easy, or do you have a
No, it's not.
conscious talk or some activity around it to make sure it happens? Because
So what happens is like, we have a session. I
yeah,
was coming to that, like we have a training session. And when we
Okay.
have a debriefing session, it's not just the physical aspect. We talk about the mental aspect.
oh, okay.
What is
Yes.
blocking
Ah.
you? What is coming in the way?
Got
Are
it.
you too focused on the goal? Are you comparing too much? Or are you in the moment? Are you self-sabotaging? Or there is too much emotion you're carrying? You need to free yourself.
Can I
So
give an
the-
example?
Yeah.
So a debriefing session is all about the mental aspect and how to deal with the stress that you may be feeling
Sure.
or clearing any blockages that you may have. So every session has a debriefing session. So you're learning on the go with every
So,
outdoor
like
session.
the breathing exercises is a part
So we
of
give you
this.
tools.
Ah.
We give you tools how to manage. Like you're in your comfort zone. We're all in our comfort zone now. But now when we go, let's say to the training side, we have to step into the stress zone a little bit. Whenever we are learning something new, we have to step into the stress zone because it's a little challenge. Okay. We practice and we bring that skill back to the comfort zone. So we repeat something
okay.
and we become comfortable with it and we get that skill to the comfort zone. We don't want you to spend too much time in the stress zone because then you can go into panic zone.
Got it.
So you're fully aware of what you're going through. You're aware of your emotions. and you talk about it. So the emotional aspect is huge in a sport like this because you're dealing with fear, you're dealing with stress. I need to be aware, step number one. And second is emotional management. How do you manage your emotions? So number one is like tools, for example, is first is step back. It's becoming too much, you step back. Take a breath. Be aware of what's going on. Talk to your instructor. Do a quick research as to why that is happening. And we take action. Okay, this is what we do. We take a step back, repeat something that we are good with, and then come back to the next step.
Okay.
So it's a process, and you learn how it's working with you. So you're fully aware of your mental and emotional aspects and managing them to go further.
Wow. Sounds good.
This he sort of got from his Ethos background also, the debriefing sessions.
Sure.
And they are happening after the practical session. So, sab thak ke aaye hain, you've got your gliders, you put them in the storeroom, and now you're sitting for your debriefing. You have no time to put on a persona or do something.
You can't.
You've just gone through the session for the first time. You've seen a glider. It looks fabric and lines, but you can feel the power, and you're like, whoa, what is this? So this is a perfect time when you're totally vulnerable after that session for you to be honest about what you're feeling.
Right.
And then it works magic, because if I have 5 of my team members and 4 of them have gone to the next stage and I'm the only one here, did my performance nosedive? And what was I thinking? Were you just worried about that? If everyone else disappeared and you were alone, would you feel bad? You wouldn't. So because they are there, you are sabotaging your own performance. The beautiful learnings come out of that.
I'm sure
So it's easy to say like don't compare, but
it's human.
It's human. We naturally compare.
Yeah.
So let's say there's a group of 6, okay, and let us say you are lacking. You're like at the end. And this is making you emotionally not so feeling so good, and you're feeling not good, and then you can't focus, and then you can't perform. So to give you an example, that let's say same performance and you are number 1, you would feel amazing, and but the performance is the same. So comparing is just inconsequential actually, because it's just a mind thing. You suddenly realize it that with same performance, if I was leading the group, I'm feeling great. Same performance, I'm at the end, I'm not feeling good. So it doesn't make sense. So it's out of the window. So you focus on you and you enjoy what you're learning, and then it comes to you.
Mother Nature is actually the ultimate teacher.
It is.
And she will figure out how to teach you what you need to learn. I always say in our intro brief, this sport will teach you what you need to learn.
True that. We're just facilitating it. I think majority of the work
She's
happens.
The boss.
And it's very different for different people. Like, similar age group, maybe working for the same company, but somebody is learning patience, This guy's very impatient. He wants to go ahead and no, achieve. For him, it's like patience. For somebody, too much of self-doubting, will I be able to do it? Will I be able to do it? Of course you can. Just give it a shot. Just play. Be a child again. So for this person, it is self-belief maybe.
Yeah.
For somebody, it is confidence.
Yeah.
For somebody, it is learning to relax a bit.
Yeah.
For somebody, it's just open up a bit. Trust yourself more. So like she said, it's different things for different people.
Yeah.
And they pick up something very beautiful and voila, like they feel wow about themselves.
Amazing. Wow.
And this is real and visceral, not from from a TED talk or a book, like this is you're experiencing it.
The practical.
And it's yours. It's yours.
And you can feel the impact, I think. Once you're back, you can feel the transformation in your behavior, probably your patterns, and that's the real impact.
We get messages and emails and my life changed, and when their families come to visit us, they're like, what did you do to us? We didn't do anything. So the next program is a 4-day where you actually learn how to fly solo.
Okay.
And this program is divided into the practical on-site training is divided into 4 levels. So you start from the ground, you're introduced, you learn how to read the site, read the wind. It's beautiful learnings to have. Then you move to, a slope run where you learn how to do what you're doing on the ground, but along a slope.
Mm-hmm.
So it becomes a little anxious first. Now you get that into your pocket, you move to the next level, and so on and so forth. So at every level,
Mm-hmm.
you and your instructor agree that I got this and now I'm overhead.
Right.
So it's a very beautiful, interactive training. It's not just you're being taught and I'm learning, and it's a very beautiful give and take. By the time you reach your solo, you are confident. It's not like Bhagwan Bharose abhi flying ho raha hai. It's a science. It's a discipline, and you have cleared everything. You have done your mini flights, which is short flights where you learn how to take off, maintain your direction, and land safely. And you've done it independently without radio instruction. Now, after that level, you're cleared for your solo.
Got it.
So they go with a lot of training and a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
Now this is just the practical aspect. At the site, you're having theory sessions, video training, the simulator training, and of course debriefing and a lot of talking. We also have a lot of fun in the evening to just let everyone loosen up.
There'll be music and food
it's
and
great
stuff.
Conversations. I love to encourage that. I try to tell people, just keep your phones aside and let's chat. And I can't tell you the amazing conversations we have. I have a big board where we do it. I call it the Zen Den.
Oh my God. Your names are amazing, you guys.
And everyone sits and they all remember it. And they're like, I don't remember the last time I spoke for so long without looking at my phone, So it's
and
beautiful.
so needed.
Yeah,
my God, I'm so
absolutely.
glad you're doing this, because consciously is the only way you can do it. Otherwise, we're also addicted to our screens.
Yeah. I might get a few dirty looks, but at the end, they're very happy.
I'm sure you're used to it.
It doesn't bother me in the least.
Okay, coming back to your workshop. So you said there's a 2-day workshop, which is a shorter version.
Yes.
And any group can come, like any number of people can come.
This is basically people who don't want to take leave, who don't know what it is, but they want to check it out what it is. And it's exactly what it says. Discover paragliding.
Discovery. Correct. So, and then there's a 4-day, which is a longer, more advanced.
Yes.
But I'm just thinking, how many people do you think go for the 4-day? Like, what's your experience? Let's say if 100 people...
We did 400 courses in the last season of 7 months of the 4-day courses.
Oh, wow. No, I'm saying like people who do the discovery, do you see a lot of them filtering for the advanced one? Or
they don't want to go back home. From there, they will try to take leave.
They want to continue.
Everyone wants to extend. And then we're like, guys...
I'm so glad this is happening, So, which means there is, people are also ready for something like this.
Yes.
I mean, the timing is right.
Yes.
I think post-COVID, we're all like shaken up that what are we doing with our lives,
So true.
Yeah, people are focusing on experiences now.
Yeah.
They're looking for experiences that transform themselves.
Yeah.
So we call this experiential education actually, what we do.
It is. So these are the 2 courses. Any other framework?
There is also a 7-day course.
Okay.
For someone who would want to, now that you've learned how to fly solo, now you suddenly stop. So you have a few more days to enjoy and do more of flying and to have more goals. Like now you fly within a designated area. It's called spot landing, accuracy. And other things, hands-off flying. You leave the brakes and you feel like exactly like a bird. So there are more things that you keep doing. So we have basically 2-day, 4-day and 7-day.
7 days.
This is what we have. And then we will add things into it as the corporate, what they want from it. So we could have a few more sessions that Avi takes. Like he takes an entire session on just being in the present moment.
Wow.
That itself is such a massive learning. And you do it choicelessly when you fly. You can't be thinking of anything else. There is
you have no choice because you need this.
And then people land and like, why am I feeling so good? See what you say? What?
So we call it dynamic meditation,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you want to meditate, for example, you got to be present. You can't allow your mind to go, in the future or in the past, and you grab it back and it's again going away.
Yeah.
And you're trying hard to meditate and all that,
Yeah.
But in flying, you don't have a choice.
It's the opposite.
You have to be bloody present, like you have to respond to in real time. You have to be right there.
It's like
And
saving your life.
Yeah.
yeah, you are alive, you're alert. So the chemicals that are hormones that are released, in the brain
Yeah.
when you are actively present are the same which are in meditation and same in flying. Because after you do like a 5-minute flight or a 10-minute flight and you land, everybody is feeling on top of the world.
Yeah.
I love everyone. I'm so happy. This is the
Like,
best moment of my life.
First solo flight, people are in tears. Like it was my dream as a child, and they're crying. Somebody's screaming
Wow.
with joy.
I'm busy going around hugging everyone.
It's like a rebirth.
Yes.
Yeah, and
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
and they think paragliding has done this to them, and we are trying to tell them that it's not paragliding. It's already there in you. Paragliding has
क्या
just
बोल रहे हैं?
uncovered. Paragliding has just uncovered something that was always already there in
Already
you.
there. Yeah.
But they have okay. I love paragliding. Love yourself. It's you. It's you. It's not paragliding.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll get there eventually.
No,
They do,
eventually
they do.
they realize.
Yeah.
If you speak to our club pilots, my God, they're such wise saints. we have the
So-
best.
I'm sure.
They're like a family, our
yeah.
club
So
pilots.
so we have a long duration courses as well, which is for individuals, like a 10-day course, a 20-day course, and a 40-day course as well.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So you become like
Okay.
fully independent pilot and
Oh.
all that.
Oh, so you also become a trainer. Like you have
If you wish to, that's much later.
advanced.
So we get
But
people
after
from
you finish
outside
your
also.
after you finish your 10-day course, you join our club. It's a Templepilots club,
Okay.
and we have about like 800 active members in India and abroad who
950.
like regularly fly. I've not updated
Correction.
Yeah. So these are the people who actually transformed themselves through this sport, and it's become a kind of a lifestyle sport. And
Wow.
they've realized like what a sport like this does
Can
to
do.
you
Yeah.
in terms of your perspective, in terms of
Sorry.
your
Sorry, yeah.
self-belief.
You want something?
The men are.
Oh.
So
It's
Just like
come
you
to
guys are talking
join
about
us.
flying.
yeah, talking about flying. So at the base also, when we're having briefings, birds will come
We
and start.
shoot her. We should
It's
show
the
this.
energy attraction.
Oh
I
my
do the
God.
real
Sorry,
thing.
sorry, I interrupted.
No. I think this was
Yeah.
important.
So when we're having debriefing sessions and all, like we have birds there are trees and all, the birds will come and start. They start.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm
we all
sure.
keep quiet and say, listen to the master now.
How nice. So also, I mean, tell me more about, what impact would it create in a corporate? Like what are the effects, after effects, so to say, and what are the requirements they come to you? And then post session,
Yeah.
what's the journey like? Because I
Yeah.
think the whole idea is to
Yes.
create that awareness so that
Yes.
more corporate brands can take advantage, because
Yes.
nobody wants to sit in an auditorium and listen to some boring session. I think this
Yes.
is a
Correct.
much better way to,
Yes.
like you said, build leadership, build team bonding,
Yeah.
where everybody's having fun,
Yeah.
so
So I think we can talk about fear.
yeah.
And fear kind of plays a role in our lives. It paralyzes us in many ways, and we're not able to do the things that we want to do. We're not able to reach out for our, dreams that we actually cherish in our hearts. And we don't really look at fear, like our education in our schools, or, later on when we start working, nobody teaches us, how to manage fear or how to, navigate through fear.
Yeah.
And we won't actually unless we actually face it. So in a sport like paragliding, you actually directly face it, and you have to deal with it. You can't, circumvent it
Yeah.
or go past it. And then you begin to actually realize that fear is a messenger. it is a piece of information. So if I'm feeling scared, this means my body is intelligent. It is warning me that, look, be careful. I don't feel safe. You know?
Yeah.
So I say, okay, let me educate my higher mind, which listens to reasoning, okay, and listens to logic. And I talk to myself, like we talked about the self-talk.
Yeah.
That, okay, I have seen somebody, my instructor, do it. He has demonstrated it to me. I think I can also give it a shot. I don't see any danger. Let's give it a try. So I feel better. I give it a try. And I realize that, okay, it was not so bad as my mind was imagining. So you go through this. What you thought was scary, suddenly it is not scary because you've broken it up and you've faced it. And then you realize that, okay, my lower mind, which is responsible for my survival, was doing its job, warning me about the danger. But my higher mind, which is the reasonable mind, the logical mind, can educate my lower mind and make it feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
And slowly I take these steps and I see that, okay, it is the mind that is creating this fear. And if I look at it and if I manage these emotions, I can go further.
Sure. It's like
So this-
programming your
Yes,
subconscious.
you're reprogramming it. Before, you didn't question the fear. You just believed that thought is scary.
Yeah.
And that's it, and you lock the door. Okay? Now somebody is saying, open the door, it's dark, let's just walk. You feel like running through the dark room.
Yeah.
But unless you walk slowly through that dark room, you'll always feel like running away.
True.
And then with some assistance, some coaching, you walk slowly through that dark room. You realize it was only the mind playing its games. There was nothing there.
Nothing. Yeah.
So,
Wow.
so fear is basically thoughts, unquestioned thoughts. For example, we have a lot of people who come say, I have fear of heights. Okay. And they have concluded, and it has become a belief.
Yeah.
Belief is a thought that you have repeated in yourself,
Yeah.
and it's become a belief.
Yeah.
So when you go on a building and you look down, and the mind imagines, oh my God, if I fall, oh shit, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
And you kind of recoil. But it is not the fear of heights, it's actually fear of actually falling.
Sometimes it could be trauma as well. A lot of people have. Yeah.
But mostly it is imagined, like, like next time I don't want to look down. Oh my God, like, don't talk about that, like, oh, I don't want to step and look down. And I create this phobia for myself. I've created it. So every batch, we have 2-3 people who come and they say, I have fear of heights and I want to get over it.
Right.
And then as they go through the process, which is like, like she briefed you that you start on flat ground, you go on a nursery slope, you do small bunny hops, and then you go, actually fly. And where is the fear? It's gone. It was never there. It was never questioned before. You just kept it. You never let it go. But an experience like this, you get a chance to address it and you get a chance to let it go and you free yourself.
Now,
Wow,
this
that's
person
beautiful.
who's been through this goes back to his workplace. His whole way of working will completely change.
Yeah, that's what I
He'll
want
be
to.
bolder.
Yeah.
There's boldness now in his decisions. There's less fear of, oh, what will happen or what will happen. And I think the universe and all the energies around us reward boldness.
They do.
And
Yeah.
I
We
really-
are supposed to be bold.
Yeah, I believe that.
Inherently, yeah.
And once you do that, the energy around you in your office space will also change. And now it becomes far more open and far more dynamic. And you're from a space. You're coming from a space of confidence,
Yeah.
not self-doubt.
And the
So,
aura changes.
Everything,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. How people see you will change because people see you how we see ourselves.
Yeah.
And if I'm seeing I have flown that confidence, I can do anything now.
Wow.
My whole targets, my goals, everything will change now.
Yeah.
Now,
And that's a very big pain point, right? Most of
Yeah.
the corporates,
yeah,
low on self-confidence, I
Yes.
think is majority of the cases.
Yes.
I mean, with again the conditioning we come with,
Yeah.
and if this can be transformed,
Yeah.
I think it can be a game changer for the company and the team.
So what he said is just one of the things that we've been asked to do. There are so many
Sure.
like that.
Yeah.
And as you were mentioning post-COVID, a lot of things, a lot of people are concerned about everyone becoming isolated.
Oh yes, loneliness.
Loneliness.
Yeah.
That's one of the most things we keep listening to again and again. That can you get our team together and trust each other?
So this is another point,
work together and
sorry to interrupt you,
it's okay.
but you mentioned loneliness, like also, because of the culture of work from home, and because of, doom scrolling, etc., people are getting lonelier, and this loneliness, is kind of
Yeah.
disturbing. And here you come into nature, which is a big high because it centers you, you feel good about yourself,
Yeah.
being in nature. And secondly, when you're doing it with your team members, the bonding is amazing because you're failing together,
Yeah.
or you're scared together. You share your fears, your doubts, whether you'll be able to achieve or not. And then you go through the process and then you achieve it together. And you make the best of friends in the outdoors. And like we mentioned, there are no pretensions. You get to
Yeah.
be you, and you get to be, you get to have some real bonding with people,
Yeah.
one-on-one. you
The
know.
inner child
Connection.
Connection happens.
Yeah, like children, we keep giving example of children because they are in a beautiful energy mode where they're having fun and they're learning, and we make best of friends
Yeah.
when we are kids, no?
Exactly.
We still remember them. It's the same thing happening there. You become a child again, you're playing, you're
Yeah.
bucking your friend up, you're motivating the other guy, and you make the best of bonds. And we've had amazing results in team bonding in the outdoors
Yes,
with something
yes.
like paragliding.
Yeah.
With less talk and more through activity.
And more action. Yeah.
And they themselves come out with what we want them to learn. It's just,
And not just the teams,
They just need a mirror, I think.
and
Yeah.
then once it resonates with you, then it becomes your own. Being taught by someone that do this, this is right, this is wrong. That this is what I have learned and now this is
Exactly.
my knowledge. Now it will not leave you. Now
True.
you will not forget
So not
it.
just
Yeah.
like corporate bonding that happens, it's like
Actual friendships.
strangers, like group of 8 strangers from different parts of the world coming together. After the course, they're the best of friends. And they decide to come for the next course together. That's the kind of bonding that happens.
It happens
Wow.
like that.
It's
They become
like-
lifelong
yeah.
friends.
क्योंकि साथ में
From
सबकी फटती है ना तो
teams,
अच्छी
हाँ.
दोस्ती हो जाती है.
That's so true. I think teams would become communities.
Yes.
That's the difference.
So the
right?
community is one of
Yeah.
our biggest, strengths, and what we both sort of believe. We always say the only non-pilot people we have in our lives are our family.
Yeah. Bonding is really strong,
I'm sure.
we all looking to connect. We all looking, to find mirrors which can reflect us. And here you meet like mad people slightly.
Okay,
you
I'll
need to
tell
be a
you a
little
story.
crazy.
Yeah.
And you make the best of friends.
Everyone's
and that's what
mad.
makes
Sure.
life beautiful.
We're a little mad.
Psychos put together.
Yeah.
Because one of the most important things that people say in testimonials is, I've never laughed so much.
My God.
So, together
And it's
with
so
friends.
important.
It's hilarious because, such funny things are happening.
And we make them laugh at the side. That don't take yourself so seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, nahi to nahi, so move ahead,
Yeah, take it
So-
easy.
Yeah, I mean, we tell them like, don't make this also into work, like I have to achieve and, you have to let go, you have to be a child again,
Yeah.
have fun.
Just experience.
Can you
it.
just have fun?
So, there's
Yeah.
this.
Tell
can I
me your
tell you a
story.
story?
Yes.
So there's this guy who'd come from South India, from Kerala, on his bike for a 20-day course.
Mm-hmm.
So he was with us for 20 days, and his whole plan was he wanted to bike for the next 6 months all over India.
Mm.
And he'd come to us, I think, the second month, and he flew for 20 days. Now, through those 20 days, lots of student pilots came and went from all over our country, right?
Sure.
You won't believe it. After his course was over, He traveled for 3 more months on his bike right up to north, up to Ladakh, and came back. And he wrote to us saying, not a single day he stayed in the hotel. He was just staying with pilots he met at the base.
Oh my God. Look
So
at
in
that.
Gujarat, in Rajasthan, in Kashmir, in Delhi, in wherever he went,
God,
Haryana.
I'm getting goosebumps on
Just
that.
people he
The
met. and
connection.
Maybe they just met for 2 days, 3 days, a week max. But the friendship was so like no questions asked. Aao, ghar aao, raho, no hotel.
Oh my
2
God.
months he traveled, not a
So
single hotel he
warm.
booked.
What bonding.
So there are amazing stories
Oh,
like this.
God.
Plenty
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
There's
I'm
another
sure.
Sorry.
Go for it, please. We
No,
love
no, I
stories.
don't want to.
No, and stories actually are the best way.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
So I'll tell you
go
a
for
story.
it.
So I'll not name the company, but there's this very, very big company, and the one of the MDs was based in Singapore, Indian person, very good friend of ours, a club pilot,
Okay.
and he was taking interviews. And one Indian boy went for the interview. One of our again other club pilots, and on his CV, on his resume, he had written extracurricular paragliding. So he was reading his, the person who was
Sure.
interviewing him, and he's like, paragliding, where have you done it? And he's like, Temple Pilots. And then the rest of the interview was just about flying, and this guy's messaging me, Anita, I'm in front of so and so, and he's interviewing me, and I'm talking about paragliding. And that guy's messaging me, Anita, this guy has come for an interview. What do you think of him? He's from Temple Pilots, so I'm thinking it's okay. He walked out, got the job, and
We're coming together to fly.
Guys, this is a secret. Any job, any position you want, go for paragliding. You might meet all the CEOs there.
So because the guy was taking the interview, wanted some company to go flying. So he said, okay, you're
also
on,
the
we go
trust
together.
factor. Also the trust factor that
Of
you've been
course.
through that training, so you've got it, what it needs.
It says a lot, I
Yes.
think, about a person, the character you have, just that you've experienced it itself. I mean, I would also mark that quite high in a CV. For
Yeah, if you're
hiring.
choosing to
Yeah.
do something like that, that
Yeah.
means, you're up for things.
Yeah, and one thing you need in brands is to face challenges, right?
Yeah.
To overcome your fears, because every other day you have crisis. So, wow. Okay. What other, tell me more about maybe one of the most profound corporate groups that have come to you and the kind of, again, impact it's taken away.
So there's one company who sent us 3 batches back to back because it went so well for them. And I yet remember there was this there were these 2 girls and 1 guy. They were very introvert and not so sure and very hesitant and should I, shouldn't I kind of. But the rest of the team who they didn't even know from their company that well, because of the debriefing and the sessions and we were all together, they rallied around them so beautifully.
Wow.
That, every time they flew, they used to say, Aap batao inko, you tell them, how was it for you? Was it so scary? And they themselves took it upon themselves to boost their team members. I mean, we were watching and we were, sort of guiding gently, but the whole thing was done by their own colleagues.
Sure.
Who they didn't know that well by then.
Yeah.
And when they flew, the celebration at the landing after they landed was so emotional,
I can
So
imagine.
it was amazing. And they were just, I think, in accounts department or somewhere, like doing very introvert jobs. But the way they became cohesive as a team to take it upon themselves, ki, nahi, aapko karna hai, and we are with you.
Wow.
It was beautiful to watch.
Yeah, mostly the mechanical jobs would kind of
just
feel very frozen.
Exactly.
And this is also kind of melting away the fears and unfreezing yourself.
Plus, you spend time with them in the offices, you don't really get to know them. But when you come in the outdoors, you really see the person, which you've not seen before. And you admire, like, okay, I didn't know this about you, or I didn't know these aspects of you, or these qualities of yours. And you kind of develop like more respect and a better connection and a better trust,
Yeah, smiling faces in office,
Yes. Yes.
And everyone's
Versus-
rooting for each other when they're, learning to fly.
Yeah.
So you share the success, and it's really beautiful.
Yeah, you're
It's
making
very transformative.
the corporate spaces a better place to work
Yes.
and a better culture.
Yes.
I think this can play such a good role.
Absolutely.
And
Because-
that's,
Sorry. So
go for it.
I mean, if you come like on a weekend and you
Yeah.
spend a time, in nature, and you experience some flying, it's very common to hear, get a feedback like, I'm in the office, but I'm 6 inches above the ground floating, and so they take that energy,
Yeah.
that beautiful new transformative energy of very good feeling. They take it and it positively affects their work.
I'm sure.
Uh,
But how long would it stay with a person? Let's say I do a workshop. Is there a frequency that you guys have figured out that, is it
Yeah.
after 6 months I need to do it again? Because obviously, you're also going back to the chaos.
Yes.
And you're also absorbing so much again.
Yes.
So
we invite them back for a refresher day. We call it a refresher day. So hopefully within a month. Now you can only come on the weekend even when you're free. You don't have to come for the whole 4 days.
got it.
But the sooner you come and you come as a group again, we'll help you kite together and have some fun together and, do some more flying and then take it forward. So then you don't need all the days, but you just do a day as and when you're free.
Okay.
So that sort of helps. Also, we have some beautiful videos of paragliding, not the funny ones, the actual, educational ones, which we keep sending.
Okay.
And then they are in touch with it, and
Yeah. But is there a recommendation that you would give a group? Like, is there a timeline that you would recommend? Like, within 6 months, you do it again? For it to
6
have
months
a long
is too
term.
long. Yeah. 6 months is too long.
okay.
Our season itself is 7 months.
Ah, okay.
So if you've done a course like a 4-day course, the ideal thing is you do the next 3 days to complete the 7 days.
Okay.
So then you can also do it on a long weekend when you have a bank holiday and pre-book it with us. So we
Okay.
generally do that. We pre-book it and then we keep that slot for y'all, for your companies,
Yeah.
for your group.
Mm.
And then take it forward from where we left.
Got
Because
it.
we have everyone's logs with us
Yeah.
and their feedback and what had happened at that time, and then see, okay, where are you now in that
the
journey?
progress, you're
And
tracking it.
These were your
Yeah.
inferences. How did it help at work?
Mm.
And that feedback we take and then we move ahead with that.
So it's very data backed. I mean, you have
It is.
tangible.
Also-
We log everything. We have manuals, we have log sheets,
Oh,
everything.
that's amazing.
Yes.
Because
You get a
wellness-
certificate at the end of your course. You give a small speech. We have a proper certification ceremony, t-shirts, everything. It's a huge, beautiful bonding experience.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So once you've done your, a 2-day program or a 4-day program, depends on what you choose. Then the next one, like, in a month, we kind of recommend a 2-day refresher, for example, depending on the size of the team and what their requirements are. Or they plan a single day action day out, for example, and we fly everyone tandems. And sometimes they get their families along and they fly tandems and have
Like
a day
a
out like
one-day
this.
thing.
Right.
Like a 1-day action event. Or like a 2-day refresher where we play with the gliders and, get some more flying time.
So this is a residential
Yes.
program.
Yeah,
And-
even if you don't want to be staying, it's fine. Like sometimes
do
we had
have-
people from
yeah.
Pune, they have their own sort of place,
Yeah.
Which they've booked. They can go back there and come back to the
But we
site.
have
So-
residential
But we have the
facilities.
option.
You
We have
have,
rooms,
yeah.
we
Okay.
have dormitories,
Oh.
we have a kitchen.
And at one point, how many can kind of be
25.
25 is the
Yeah.
max
Yeah.
that you can
Yeah.
do at one point.
Yeah. Corporates
Because it's a
generally
very
like
personalized
Yeah,
training.
that's why I
Though we have
asked.
one of the biggest teams in the country right now, but
Yeah.
even then we like to maintain a very good instructor to student ratio.
Sure.
More eyes on you,
No, that's needed.
Yeah.
And that's where the impact is. But you
Yeah.
plan to expand this in future? What's coming up?
So we get this question a lot.
Yeah. So
You
it's
know,
like
because-
we've allowed an organic growth.
Yes.
We don't have milestones and we want to grow that big and,
Yeah.
grow like cancer, like corporates keep growing, like why, so much. So we believe in organic growth. We are open to growing, but in an organic fashion. So we have tried a few more stations, and we take our pilots, flying around the world. Like we go to Europe, we take groups to fly there, pilots to fly in the Alps. We also go to Bali every year, and we take our pilots to fly there.
We're going in August now with 28 pilots.
Wow.
club
To fly in
pilots.
Bali by the seaside is really gorgeous.
With their
and
own
beautiful.
gliders, that too. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
I so want to be a part of
Yeah.
that.
so yeah.
So for me, this is, I think, growth rather than just the volume. But actually, no one at that time and no Indian group like this was going out of the country with Indian adventure sports enthusiasts doing something like this in a different country.
Yeah.
And we were looked at with like rolling eyes and what are these guys doing? But of course, the quality of training and flying,
I feel so proud, to be honest.
Yes.
I think a brand coming from India, and you guys are doing it so professionally with all the safety
So,
measures.
Yes.
Because this sport is, first of all, a lifestyle
Yes.
sport.
Yes.
And this definitely needs intense training, right? I mean,
Yeah.
so I feel so proud that you guys are going
Thank you.
places, and
Thank
more
you.
power to
Thank
all
you.
of you. But yeah, tell me more about your future plans in terms of, like you said, you've tried stations. Your main station right now is which location?
Kamshet.
Kamshet is your main. Where
Kamshet
the
is our base station.
accommodation.
Yeah, Kamshet is our base station. Then we go to the Himalayas. We are there for a month in Bir, which is a very popular site in Himachal Pradesh.
Okay.
It's among the top 10 flying sites in the world.
Yeah, it's
And pilots from all over the world come to fly there. So we are based there for a month, and we get pilots from all over who do advanced courses with us there.
okay.
Then,
It's an advanced flying site, basically, not a
we
basic
keep
one.
doing recce's to develop other sites in the
Sure.
country. So we were in Dehradun and exploring Dehradun, as a flying destination.
Okay.
We used to be in Tamil Nadu. We used to go to Yelagiri, that's a hill station in near Bangalore and Chennai.
Yeah.
So for quite many years, we used to go and station ourselves for a month there, and we did some training out there as well.
Nice.
Also, Kerala has another flying site which is becoming popular, and we used to go there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so our objective
Explore.
basically is to grow the community. We are more focused on making a community of pilots who love flying, who love traveling, who love bonding, and so
Who are
that
safe
growth is
pilots.
happening.
Yeah.
Our community is growing.
Organically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Yes, yes.
even if there are accidents and incidents and the sport sort of gets a bad name, our country had a bad name for adventure sports when we started.
It still
Yeah.
has actually.
And we were determined to change that, because for a country as huge as ours and such talented people, we're like, we can't be called this
Yeah.
anymore, and we have to have a school and a club and an organization that breaks this ceiling and makes it the go-to place for safe flying. And that itself, achieving it at that time was unthinkable. People thought we were quite mad actually, because we had quit our, what we were doing, and we thought, okay,
Only
chalo,
mad people
flying
can
scene.
do
Yeah.
amazing things.
My mother used to
So-
ask me, you are going to take a person on top of a mountain and make them fly from there, and they're going to pay you for it? Like, and I'm leaving my corporate job in Bombay to do this. So she's,
I know,
I'm
they
a
can't
Maharashtrian, right?
digest
She's like,
it.
Vedi zali iska tu.
And I'm sure today
She loves it. She's
super
like very
proud.
happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my father flies, and he's 80 years old now. And he's been flying for
Really? Wow.
for 15, 16
15
years.
years. So,
Oh my God, you guys are
Yeah.
doing such amazing work. I mean, the more I'm getting to know about the impact, I feel they should go, globally.
yes.
So hence I
Yes.
was more interested to know, but I understand that you don't want to dilute, the experience and
The quality is a focus.
also the safety standards,
Yeah.
Neha, because a lot of times people have come to us saying, we want to open a franchisee, do we do this? But they're not coming from a space of wanting to do it well. They're just looking at the commerce. And this is not a sport where you can think of business
Only
because it
numbers.
will compromise your safety standards. So the
I
person has to
agree.
be passionate about flying first and then take it up as a business venture.
Authenticity
Yes.
is very important.
Yes.
The
And we take
intention.
that very seriously, so we don't want to compromise, and we're happy with our decision. It's okay.
Of course.
We're happy.
Yeah. You're doing your best
Yeah.
and also having fun.
Yeah,
which
we
is
love
so
what
important.
we do. Yeah.
So you're saying that 25 is the ideal group size
Yes.
who can come. I mean, going beyond that would kind of dilute it.
Yes.
Okay, let's also talk pricing, just a range, because there's a perception, of course, around, even before exploring it, people
Yeah.
think, oh my God, this is out of my reach.
Yeah.
So we should also educate them in terms of how this can be affordable to.
So like a 4-day course, just for the training and learning to fly,
Yeah.
is like 22,000 rupees.
Okay.
I mean, come on, like.
Learning to fly.
And this
Yeah.
includes internationally certified equipment. It's radio supervision, your theory sessions, your video sessions, simulator, debriefing, everything. All training is a part of this. You also get your manual to study and
Sure.
certificate at the end of it with a T-shirt. But more than that, it is the amount of time we actually investing in every student pilot. Trust me. In Europe or anywhere else in the world, the same course costs 4 times more.
I'm sure.
With the same equipment, because we don't make equipment in
No.
our country. We are importing literally, even from the helmet is imported. It's Kevlar lined, it's bulletproof actually, to take impact. So we have huge costs, but we kept it as easy and approachable for every Indian, which was the goal, to make flying as affordable and accessible to every Indian who wants to fly.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, this sounds like a steal deal to me, honestly.
It is.
I mean, this is like nothing for investing in yourself
Yeah.
and your growth
Yeah,
as compared to the impact. So,
absolutely.
yeah, I would urge everybody to go for this, I think. But, as a corporate, like, have you faced challenges when you go and pitch this, or what's been your experience when a corporate is kind of.
So you have to remember, we started Temple Pilots when there was no social media.
Oh, yeah. This was which year, by the way?
26 years back, 1998.
Okay, people can do the
99.
math. It's okay.
Yeah. And no social media and no mobile phone. I mean, the mobile phone that was there, like you could kill someone with it, like the huge one, like knock
Have
someone.
you tried that though?
I don't need
I'm
a
looking
phone.
at Avi
yeah.
right now.
I've been using a imported Kevlar reinforced helmet.
Oh my God. Avi, is that reminding you of something?
How to get away with a murder.
Okay. Yeah.
No, he's been trying to kill me, makes me take off from some weird places he used to do. Like, really.
She's a survivor.
Yeah, I am. I'm crazy and I used to fly anyhow.
Listen, I think he has so much trust on you that
Absolutely.
you're not going. You can't escape this.
He's like,
Yeah.
shit, I can't kill her. Yeah. I'm trying so much.
This is called fate.
Yeah.
In the divine, that she can't escape this
Yeah.
karmic
Yeah.
camaraderie. But yeah, coming back to
Yeah.
what you were saying.
So we were, we used to, I mean, we've done a lot of funny things initially to talk
Yeah.
about flying and, and you have to remember there was no women in this field at that time.
Oh, yeah.
So women happily going and saying, I'd like to teach you to fly. People like, what's wrong with you, man? Like, weirdo. So, but there were things, and of course we came out with innovative ideas, and I feel word of mouth was our strength at that time.
Sure.
Almost 45% of our business in those early years came from word of mouth. And I'm happy to say it has continued and grown. And I
Amen.
think that is the
Touch
true touch word. That is the true takeaway from this whole thing, that if you really don't pay attention to the noise outside and just do what you have to and put your head down and believe in what you're doing, I think it works. And it reaches the right people. It's very important to get your tribe also, your flock, so to say. And the people who come to us are amazing. Like, I really feel the best of people come to Temple Pilots. They have the right ethos, they have the right attitude to go to approach the sport, and nature looks after the rest. Nature looks after everything else. So we just teach respect and humility, and just to know that we are also nature. For me, is very important of each person who comes to Temple Pilots, that when they leave, they know that nature is not some paid or garden outside. We are also nature, and we owe something.
Totally.
And we should live our lives like that.
That's
to
so
be aware
profound.
of the elements and how we are affecting it.
And I think that's the
I
first
went off
step.
track.
No. I so agree with you, because self-awareness is the first step in your
Yes,
journey, I
yes,
think.
yes.
And rest, everything can follow
Yes.
Absolutely.
as soon as you cross that.
It is the first and the last step.
Yeah. I mean,
Self-awareness.
self-realization probably would be the outcome, but
Yeah.
Because I remember he had given a TEDx talk once on just I think for Pfizer, it was for Pfizer, to just of self-discovery. That actually everything you're looking externally outside to validate yourself or to learn is already there inside you. We're not spending time with ourselves. So how will we know what is within us? It's always the phone, or externally you're listening or, talking or whatever, learning. But it's all there. It's all there.
And I think we're tapping into the wrong tools. Like, I think a screen would actually block it more than opening it.
Oh, yes.
So these kind of activities is needed for your energy, technically the energy centers to open up. Wow. Women in paragliding, which is very rare.
But it's my favorite topic.
Yes. Mine too. Because I really want to know how they behave, what are the roadblocks. Go for it.
So I'd like to start by saying we train almost 80 to 100 women in every flying season. And I'm extremely proud of each and every girl, student, woman who comes and flies with us. Because I think they're the real heroes or sheroes. Because for a woman to get out of her comfort zone, and to make herself go through this program is something. I know everyone will say, "Usme kya hai? It's just a course and all." But to emotionally and mentally push yourself against a lot of people telling you not to do it, it's not easy. And I really salute them, and I love them, and they really inspire me. And I'm extremely proud of them. And few of them are my closest girlfriends. So I'd like to start with that. Secondly, I think the one of the biggest impediments is just the mental aspect. I don't think physically or skill-wise there is any problem. In fact, I've even given a talk about this. Women make better pilots. I think Avi will agree with me as an instructor. Over the years, we have seen women listen more. They are more sincere about taking notes and doing everything. But more importantly, it's easier for a woman to align herself with energies. To sort of, rather than fighting against the glider and trying to make the glider come where you're going, it's easier for them to let go and go under the glider and harmonize with the wind, which is exactly what we need in this sport. Harmonizing, aligning, letting go, and going with the flow comes naturally to us, and that's a huge strength. We don't need any brute force in this sport. It's like an art, it's like a dance. And also emotionally and mentally, they're okay if they're going a little slow, or if they're taking time, or if they want to learn more, go more in depth. they allow themselves that sincerity and that honesty to pursue a subject, and also to have the ability to have fun.
Yeah.
I think if women come together, we laugh more, we talk more. We easily say what we are afraid of. We'll not think about it, oh, how do I express? Or we'll not make a big thing out of it. It's very easy for us, oh, that was difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
How do I deal with that? And half the battle is won when you express what the problem is, when you vocalize it, and then someone can help you quickly.
True.
So I've had the best time with our women pilots.
Wow.
I like to encourage more women to come and fly. Not just because the sport is so awesome and what it will do for them, but also about getting outdoors and getting out of the city or the four walls or your cubicle or whatever, and doing this for your own self. Mother Nature is a woman, is a feminine force.
Yes.
And so are we. And we are a part of her, and have fun with it. She's waiting for you. With
Wow.
open arms, and it's literally like riding on Mother Nature's breath, and we should do it more than anyone.
Oh my God, I so agree
That was
with
cool.
you. And the next thing I want to do is get on it now. Just the conversation makes me feel so fulfilled. But do you remember like an anecdote or an experience, which has
Yes.
been so profound?
So we've been doing this for almost 26, 27 years. And I remember when we first began, I used to get a lot of calls from girls wanting me to talk to their fathers or their brothers or their husbands about, allowing them to come and
Yeah.
fly.
Which itself is so sad, first of all.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
So I used to, I didn't know if I have to now talk to them about, why you want the permission.
Yeah.
But then talk to the man in their life to give them the permission.
Yeah.
So I has to wait until they came to base, and then I has to sit with them and have a nice conversation. Besides, it's changed now. Women are, taking their own decisions, doing things that challenge themselves.
Yeah.
I've had beautiful experiences watching new mothers, who have not left the house or their child for 2, 3, 4 years. And first trip they have taken alone to learn to fly.
Amazing.
And the struggle of a mother, the child is, at home, well looked after, but just her being by herself, I think she deserves an applause to try something like that and then actually fly and feel so good about
Yeah,
herself,
Totally.
And that energy will surely reach the child.
Yeah.
There's one of them. Also, a lot of single women who are divorced, who've, not sure about how they'll manage their life on their own. But when they come and put themselves through the course and, that confidence that
Yeah.
they get. So many, many years back, we had 2 young girls from Surat who had applied for a CPL in the US. And they thought they will come and do some paragliding to get some airtime and get the feeling of flying. So their mothers accompanied them. Now their mothers had never ever left Surat before, or their home. They couldn't even speak Hindi properly, and they'd come with their daughters to fly. So the training of the daughters started. Lovely girls. I'm yet in touch with one of them, and they started training. And the mothers used to sit at the flying site on the side watching, with all
Yeah.
the tablas and everything. I used to love it to go and sit and eat with them.
Yeah.
And then one of the mothers, and I understand Gujarati, I'm from Bombay, so it's compulsory, you have to understand Gujarati. So she said, do you think I can try this?
Oh.
On the 3rd day after seeing her daughter do it.
Wow.
And I'm like, of course you can. What stops you? She's like, no, but I've never ever even come out of my house, and I don't know anyone. I'm like, you know me, and let's try. So we connected her, and she inflated. And she was like, she was in shock about what's happening, and she never thought she'd be able to do that. But more than her, the look on her daughter's face, to see her mother, who she has only seen in the kitchen and in her house,
Yeah.
learning to fly. And she flew, and her daughter flew solo.
Wow.
And I'm sure their relationship changed for the rest of their life. I mean, how proud the girls were of of the mother. And she herself went back with such a amazing experience. I mean, for me, it was very emotional, the certification ceremony, where she was just holding her daughter and crying,
Oh my God.
She never thought, like, forget going out of the city and out of her home. Here she's touched the sky. So
how lovely. Oh
I thought it was amazing. And it yet gives me goosebumps, thinking of it.
Yeah, I can feel it too.
Yeah.
I mean, very profound story.
Yes.
I think, only gives a message to more women, especially the senior ones.
Yes.
That generation who
Yes.
have been suppressed for
Yes.
decades now. I think this is a big message to them that you can do it at any age, right? There is no age bar. Like you were saying, your father is doing it at 80?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
He's flying for the past 15 years. I'm so proud of him. Avi is his teacher and instructor, as are instructors in our team also. And we have a wonderful team. They also look after him well. But he's always been an outdoor person. He took me on my first trek when I was 6 years old.
Wow.
Made me bow down to the mountain and take blessings. So that's where he comes from,
Wow. Hence, I think you are what you are.
Yes.
Wow.
My mom totally blames him for my career choices.
You are blessed, I must say that. And I relate to it. My dad was the same. All the sport I play is because of him. But, okay, coming to Avi now. I think I heard about this interesting framework you've developed called LOVE.
Yes.
Which is an acronym.
Yes.
Please tell us more about it because...
So, our objective to, promote a sport like paragliding in our country has been how to make it easy, how to make it simple, and how to make it fun.
Yeah.
And that's the endeavor of the whole professional team that we have. And over the years, 2.5 decades, we've seen what comes in the way and what challenges people feel. So I came up with this acronym of LOVE. We also call them the 4 master keys that makes your learning to fly journey really easy and fun. So L stands for listening. Listening is an art. Listening is not just hearing, but giving your entire attention, because the information that you're getting from an instructor is very precise and concise, and it's important and critical to your learning. And so first is listening. You listen. Don't just hear, but give your undivided attention to what is being told to you. O is for observation. And we learn a lot by observation. So just to observe, and in a sport like this, you need to observe the clouds, you need to observe the sky, you need to observe the trees, how they're swaying, what is the wind direction. So a lot depends on observation. And when an instructor gives a demonstration, you observe how it is done, and the mind then makes a picture of what it has to do. V is for visualization, which means you have to do an activity in your mind first before you do it practically on the ground. If you can do it here, you can do it there.
Yeah.
So visualization is a technique that is now being used in all the fields. You can program yourself to be happy even.
Yeah.
So that's V. And E is enjoy, which I call the master key of master keys. Because we have forgotten to have fun. As we become adults, we become serious, and the ego kind of crystallizes, and we kind of ignore and forget the child inside us, which needs attention, which needs, playfulness. And the invitation here is to become a child again. Like, in your teen years, you used to play outside, without a care in the world. You're not hungry, you're not feeling hungry, you're just having fun with your friends. And whatever you're doing, you're learning fast because you're having fun with it.
Yeah.
So if you're enjoying, we're learning. But if you're not enjoying, we really don't learn. This is our experience. So have fun with your learning and make it as fun as you can, and not turn it into an objective or a serious work to be attained, etc. Not an achievement, but just to have fun. So these are the 4 master keys. LOVE, listen, observe, visualize, and enjoy. And we found a lot of success when people use these master keys.
I'm sure. Sounds very, very powerful. I personally love it. I'm going to use
You
that.
love the love.
Yeah, totally.
We've been using it for many years, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it works.
Yes.
And this is a part of your training.
Yeah, it's a very important part. And it's
Yeah.
not just we teach it once, we relate it to at every debrief with what they are doing, because a lot of time you're wondering, what's happening in the phone?
Yeah.
Or what you feel you're listening, but you're not listening.
Very distracted.
And
Yes.
not only that, sometimes it's a personality trait. A lot of corporate, heading some team, they feel, why should I listen? They think it's,
Below.
why
The
should
ego
I be listening? Yeah.
blocks it.
So you were talking in terms of energy.
Yeah.
So we talk in terms of energy in the sense that there is the physical aspect of you, there is the mental aspect of you, and there is the emotional aspect of you, and there's the spiritual aspect of you. Together is what the energy field you have created for yourself. That's the energy. Now, if you're having fun mentally, you have good energy. If you're worrying, you're not creating very good energy for
Yeah.
yourself. Because if there's good energy, you can achieve whatever you want. But if the
True.
energy is not strong enough, then you're not able to achieve. So if you're in a good state of mind, in which you're thinking positive stuff and having fun and feeling good, you are changing the energy field. That's where we talk about LOVE, where E is the most important master key. Can you just have fun? If you're having fun, your energy physically, mentally, emotionally is coherent, and it's available for you to do whatever you want with it. You just need to focus. And the evidence is, we see it day after day. People come, they have all the doubts. Would I be able to fly? Maybe not, but they all fly.
Yeah.
And they realize their potential, and they get this belief in themselves that they can do stuff,
And that reflects when they come back in the work zone as well,
Yeah,
right?
they get that
When
impetus to go further and further, and in their work, in their relationships, create that beautiful vibe and energy, everywhere you go. So yeah.
Wow. Amazing. I mean, this is something somebody can come back and practice as well.
Yes.
Yes. That's the best part.
Absolutely. I mean, once you do a solo, you feel on top of the world, you get recharged, you get rejuvenated, you get a natural sense of well-being.
Yeah.
And now you'll want to share this with your loved ones.
Yeah.
You want to share it with your colleagues. You want to, shout it from the rooftops. I fly. That's what we experience.
Totally.
Yeah.
Wow.
You get your wings. And you get a proof
In
and evidence.
life,
Yes. You get a
actually.
proof and
Yeah.
evidence that you can be, do, and have whatever you want.
Yeah. Because freedom is, I think, inherently what we are seeking for as humans.
Yes.
And fear is what
It's surprising you say that,
anchors
because
you.
the very fact that you want to fly, why do you want to fly? It's your soul's urge for freedom.
Freedom.
We all want to be free. We
Yeah.
all want to break any kind of limitations.
Yeah.
We want to feel the joy that is inherent in us. And we seek it through this or that or
Yeah.
this or that or whatever. Every human being unconsciously, consciously, subconsciously wants to be happy.
Yeah.
And we go after different things seeking this happiness, which actually is already there. So when you fly, you just get an experience of that.
Yeah.
And you think it's paragliding. No, it's you. You are the joy, you are the happiness.
Yeah.
It's always there in you, and you can access it without doing paragliding even. It's
Yeah,
available.
but
It's
I think
you.
it's one of the best tools probably
It's
to
it's
kind
a-
of
it's a-
manifest it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
talking about evolution, an experience like this accelerates evolution. You get to experience yourself
For
in
sure.
a challenging situation. You face your fears, you transcend them, you achieve, and you evolve from what you were and what you thought is possible for
Yeah.
you, and you achieve it, and you develop your wings, and you
Yeah.
fly. You fly in life.
Yeah. And such
That's
a
evolution.
holistic experience.
Very natural.
Because you're also using your body and mind and the soul in a way, because you're touching your core
and
self.
in nature, because these are nature sports. So that's why, they are getting very popular now, that you're in nature and you're playing like a child again.
Yeah.
And that's the fastest way to evolve, to be
I
in touch with
also-
yourself, to be your best self. Natural,
Yeah.
effortless, playful, free, light, joyful, excitement is there. And yeah, this is the stuff we are made of. you know.
Coffee pila.
My God. It's like some secret, that is unfolding here. I love this. Wow. I mean, the deeper we are going, I think it's unfolding a lot of hidden benefits. I mean,
Thanks
on
to
this
you, thanks to you that you created this space, for this to come out.
So I also
Thank
think
you.
nature, when you do something, it humbles you. And
Yeah.
I feel human beings in general need to be humble.
Yeah, true.
We live in such arrogance. And a lot of corporate programs we do, people are so used to everything happens with a flick of a switch now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You press a button and what you want is happening.
Yeah.
But at the flying side, the wind has got nothing to do with your wish.
This
The
is
wind
huge.
will blow when it
Yeah.
blows. It will reduce when it wants to. It's happening.
You have to surrender.
You have to surrender and be patient and align. Whatever is happening, you have to do the best in that situation. And we've seen people get angry. Ki waste ho gaya session. It's never wasted. In that situation, did you make the best of it?
Yeah.
Can
you let go of control?
Yes.
Right?
I
This
think
is
that's one
this
of
is
the
huge
biggest-
actually, in our sport.
Are
Sorry. So like she was saying, I like to steal this from her.
Chor.
That nature you have to respect.
Yeah.
You can't like buy your ticket and go on the Jula and demand your. Yeah, you have to wait. We go to the site sometimes we don't fly because
Yeah.
the conditions are not right. You have to respect.
Yeah, you're respecting
Yeah.
the right
So like you
thing.
said, you learn about what is surrender. You don't surrender, you try to push it, you have a price to pay.
Yeah.
And nature gives you nice fatkas, like
Yeah,
you-
on a macro level, that's what is happening.
when
Right?
you don't listen,
We're fighting the
Yeah, yeah.
nature.
yeah, when you don't
Yeah.
listen, it teaches you the hard way. You can learn the hard way as well.
Yeah.
So surrendering, respecting nature, and understanding nature, understanding weather, and taking the right decisions, safe decisions
Yeah.
to enjoy that magic of light.
Being in sync,
Being in sync.
alignment
Yeah.
comes.
So you're depending on that mountain, you're depending on those wind conditions, you're
Yeah.
depending on the sun heating the ground and creating those thermals. So you're dependent on so much. You have to
Yeah.
appreciate that. You have to be humble about it.
Yeah.
So we fly, in the Himalayas and we see these spectacular, massive mountains and we are like nothing.
Yeah.
You feel you're nothing and you also feel very powerful.
The dichotomy. Yeah.
Yes, of it. So it's very beautiful. And like I was saying, like it's in nature sports that you get true education,
Yeah.
true growth, and true discovering of your own courage, true discovery
Yeah.
of your own true self, which gets to express itself and feel the beauty
Yeah.
of nature and of who you are.
And it's on the go.
On the
right?
go in real time.
Yeah.
You're in real time with the universe.
Which is the best part.
Yes.
I mean, we don't like to sit and listen to somebody
Yeah.
passively. I think this is like active listening.
Active, dynamic,
Yeah.
real time.
You also mentioned about the story about CXO who came to you, and
That was Anita's story. My story was about one of our club pilots who had, because of the corporate lifestyle, he had gone into depression. He was a high achiever, and he went into severe depression, and he was undergoing clinical, treatments. And then in one of the sessions, his therapist asked him, like, what is the happiest memory that you can recall, just to connect him back to himself? And he said, my happiest memory is when I was in my flying school. in Templepilots when I did my solo. That was my happiest moment I recollect. So he was advised by the psychiatrist that you go back to your school, spend some time there, and then come back. So he came back, and he shared what was going on, and then we also counseled him from our angle as an instructor, as a school, and then we slowly kind of engaged him in, and slowly did his solo again, and suddenly discovered his joy, and now he's a super achiever, getting awards for innovation. He's been promoted, and he's thriving, and he's one of our leading club pilots.
Wow.
And a mentor for many junior pilots. So that's a story I remember, and there are like scores of them like this.
I'm sure.
And very
And
happy.
this is without medication. He didn't need therapy at all.
Just flying
Just connecting to
nature and to himself as a child to learn to fly.
Wow. My God. What a
Anita though has
transformation.
a more interesting story than mine.
I think let the audience decide that. But I would love to also listen to, you went on Amitabh's show.
Yes.
And there's this blind person who came
Yes.
along, and please tell us about that.
So the person you're speaking about is his name is Divyansh Ganatra. He is the founder of this organization called ABB, which is Adventure Beyond Barriers. And we're very honored that he's one of our close friends. I really love him. He's an amazing person. And his sister Nimisha and him, they run this company, and for differently abled people, they have adventure sports activities.
Wow.
But before he started this company, he had come to us to learn how to fly. He was
Wow.
searching for 7 years for a school to teach him all over the world, and everyone had refused. And we were right there in Pune next to him. And then he found us.
Which year was this?
This was, I think, for 15 years back.
Mm.
And 15? Less.
I don't have track
Yeah.
of time.
Maybe less than that. And then he's such an incredible person. He's not new to the outdoors. He used to go trekking and outdoors and everything. But to learn flying is a whole different ball game. And Avi took that challenge totally. And when I asked him, why, how did you say yes to him? And his answer was that if he has the power to dream that, who am I to say no? I have to learn how to teach him to fly.
Oh my God.
So, and then we did that. We learned how to teach him. And he, of course, also helped us in the process.
Yeah.
And he flew solo. And it was the first time ever it was done in our country. Solo on his own. He took off on his own. He flew on his own. He landed on his own. We have videos. He's also got some awards and records of it. And because of that, we were invited on Mr. Bachchan's show, which was Aaj Ki Raat Hai Zindagi. And he was actually one of the guest stars. And we were invited as his, mentors and instructors to be with him on the show. So it was an amazing experience.
Wow.
Mr. Bachchan was so it is an incredible story. We actually made history, and it was, I'll never forget it, like how much he taught us. And in fact, they've done a TEDx talk about it, Divyanshu and Avi.
Nice.
Which is there
Wow.
online, and
We'll link it up. I think
yeah,
this is
because they've gone through the whole journey, how he learned and what happened, and which is
I mean, I'm wondering, how did he decide to land? Because maybe flying was easier, because then you're just following the wind. But I would love to know how you trained him to land at the right place.
So we are using radios, and we trained him on a 2-seater first, where we gave him the controls, and I would guide him from the ground,
Okay.
and he would follow the instructions. And when we saw the response is good, and he can visualize that he's flying all by himself, and I'm guiding him from the ground, that's when we cleared him for the solo flight.
but he also did ground training.
Of
He
course.
also did hops and
Like a regular course.
like a regular course
Of
training he
course,
did.
Yeah.
In fact, he was far more sharper and listening to instructions much faster than like.
Yeah, as they say, you
yeah.
get a stronger sense if
Yeah.
you've been taken away.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And what was, like, his reach was normal? Or you had to cut down on the height or
No,
something?
No,
nothing.
regular
It was a
solo flight.
normal
Everything
flight.
was
Everything
Yeah.
was normal.
amazing.
If not more.
Yeah.
I cleared him
wonder.
on the third day, and these guys, Anita, like, no, it's too early.
I
Wait
was
for
like,
another day.
no, wait.
And so we did it on the fourth day.
Wow.
So he did his solo flight.
Incredible, literally. My
Yeah.
God, I'm
Yeah.
so moved
Yeah, that
with
was a
all this.
special
My mind
experience.
is just like, we are so stuck with
Yeah.
possibilities and we
Yes.
don't know the infinite capacity we
Yeah.
all have.
Yeah.
Actually, this
Yeah.
is what they're speaking about in their TEDx talk.
Oh,
Your sense of possible. Yeah, changing
Oh, wow.
your sense of possible.
amazing.
And for me
Script was
personally,
written by me.
I
We
I-
give you the credits officially on camera.
so I personally feel like I'm big on surrender. I keep trying and
Yeah.
experimenting
You
with
live like
surrender.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
I live like that. When he came into my life, and I had this experience with him, from him I learned what true surrender is.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Like, how would he surrender his life almost to me?
Yeah.
So I was like deeply humbled, and I learned what true surrender was, because his
And
surrender
trust.
was another dimension compared to mine. So that was a huge learning
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
What is
It is.
true trust and true surrender?
I mean, just listening to it
Yeah, so
itself
there's
gives
an
me-
end to like how much we can
Yeah.
trust and surrender.
And he's an amazing guy. Like, his sense of humor is another level. Like,
Yeah.
he's so good. Like, I'm a
Wow.
big fan of his. Yeah.
We should get him next time.
You
Yes.
must
And
get
you
him.
must get him on your show.
must get him on your show.
He's
Yeah.
amazing.
And
He's
you should
amazing.
ask him about ABB, because that's what he started after he flew. And
That
his-
journey would be very
with
interesting.
full
And we-
support from his sister.
And we do tandem joyrides for ABB every year. About
Yes.
50 to 100
Oh.
yeah.
people
And
from his
all
organization.
different disabilities.
Yes.
Yes. We fly them.
Wow. And you have like customized training and
Yeah.
amazing. Wow.
And we do
Yeah.
joyrides for them.
I'm just taking a moment to kind of feel it, It's
Yeah,
so
but
profound.
And you
He
see
knew
this sport.
everything that was going around. Like, people used to ask, "Are you sure he can't see?" Like,
Yeah.
But
It's
then he used
hard
to teach me
believe.
how he does it, like so many steps to the step, and up. Like, he knew everything. He could go around our whole base like on his own. And
Wow.
I remember when Avi cleared him for his solo at the landing. We were at the landing at Pauna at the flying site, and he turned to go into the vehicle to go up because I was shooting. And he walked ahead and he turned back towards me. Exactly, he faced me. And he said, "Anita," I said, "Yeah, breathe." And then I realized I'd held my breath in the anxiety that he was going for his flight.
Wow. And he could sense
He
it.
could sense it.
My God. The intuition is very strong. Yeah, with these people.
It happened
Your
when we
attention.
went for Mr. Bachchan's show. So they didn't want to tell him that we are there.
It
Huh.
was a
they-
surprise.
Oh.
So they were taking us, quietly, and he was passing by.
And I told that girl, "Don't do that. He'll come to know." And she's like, "How he'll come to know?" And I'm like, "He won't know."
And as he passed, is Avi here? And then they
Oh my
engaged him with something
God.
else. Whoa.
They have very high senses. My God. Can't wait to meet him. Okay, guys, let's talk about your global, like you guys are on the
Yes,
global map.
yes.
You do a lot of sessions and workshops globally. Tell me about what all destinations you cover and, how one can approach you.
Toss.
Okay. So we already get a lot of students from all over the world at our base because we are an internationally accredited school. We give international licenses. Avi is actually the only master instructor of APPI in India, which means he can also give professional licenses and, all the advanced courses like SIV, thermaling, those licenses. So there are a lot of people who want to become instructors from different countries who come and intern with us,
Nice.
and also sign up for professional courses like a tandem pilot course.
Right.
You can sign up for that with us.
Which means the pilot can basically
Take joyrides,
Ah.
do commercial tandems. So
and
to
also train people, or
that's an instructor course. That's
Okay.
a separate course. Tandem pilot is another course.
Okay.
So we do all of that,
Yeah.
right, from basic to professional
Hmm.
level. But we also do workshops abroad for these professional courses.
Okay.
And also advanced courses abroad, and also tours. So we do a lot of tours for our Indian club pilots, for our club pilot. Indian, I mean our club pilots. They're
Yeah.
all kinds. And we were in fact just in Albania, where
Nice.
we did a tour, and now next month we'll be going to Bali. So we like the idea of going with our flock of birds to different places, and getting amazing experiences. Because when you're paragliding, when you're flying, you see places in that area, in that country, which normal people will not see.
With a different lens.
Very
completely.
different. Like flying sites are at
Yeah.
very offbeat places. So you really get to see the real experience of being at that place, flying there, being with the locals and meeting local pilots, which is a very beautiful interaction. So it's a lot
Wow.
of fun.
Which is your favorite site? Outside India, of course.
So I love water bodies and the sea. So I think Bali I really love.
Bali is.
But I think the site at Albania we flew at was amazing. That was also near the Adriatic Sea. What else? I think the flight in Austria was. Every site is so beautiful, not to say. But
Do you
I
agree
like
with
flying
her?
by the sea. I like flying.
The water
Yeah,
flights.
yeah.
Are we-
So
do
yeah, it's
you-
really hard to choose, because every site is unique.
Yeah.
These are Alps. Like every monsoons we head to the Alps,
Yeah.
like the Swiss Alps or the Italian or the
Yeah.
Spanish or Austrian. So they all have their different personalities, and it's really wow. I love the Alps. And of course, Himalayas, there's no match.
Himalayas.
They're so stunning, they're so beautiful. And the Sahyadris have their own charm. It's really, they're
Yeah.
flying over the forts and,
Yeah.
water bodies. And I love Bali as well. I love the culture and the beautiful people there. They're really the best people I've seen on the entire planet.
Ladakh also, you have something?
Yes.
Yeah?
We've done a road trip
Yeah.
to Ladakh with our glider to explore sites and travel
Because
around.
that must be quite
Yeah, but it's
a...
very
Stunning.
strong winds also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the conditions
Ladakh.
are not super
Challenging.
They're a
favorable.
little
Yeah.
extreme.
So you do it from a lower
Yeah.
altitude?
Yeah, you wait for the right
Yeah.
conditions and you can fly. Like some seasons is good, but all flying sites have these months are good here, these months are good here. So you migrate, like there are monsoons here, so we migrate to the Alps. And we
right.
go to Bali because it's raining here.
Destinations.
Yeah, when it's flyable here, then we are here.
Wow.
So it's like migratory birds going around flying.
And you're exploring more.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so I think I also want you to talk on, if somebody has this apprehension that it's not safe as a sport, which I think many of us would have. Like he said, the first thing is the fear that comes to your mind. How do you kind of give them that comfort that this is completely safe and you guys have the right people, the right equipment to kind of make sure that it's not life-threatening?
So, as the business head of Temple Pilots, I have to honestly tell you, I can't guarantee you that it'll be 100% safe because it is an extreme adventure sport. If one wanted to do something safe, you can go for a walk in the park, which also might not be safe. Crossing the road these days, I don't know, but it would be wrong for anyone who participates in an adventure sport to assure you or guarantee you that. However, we minimize the risk
Sure.
by maintaining very thorough structure, discipline, and safety standards, which we do not compromise on. We are I mean, for want of a better word, a strict school on adhering to, rules and regulations and safety standards. Don't compromise on equipment at all. All our equipment and its airtime is logged. We change it. We change the equipment at the right time. We ground gliders. Every glider after a certain at your certain level, you're flying with a reserve parachute. You are taught and trained to use that reserve parachute. There are very strict rules on ridge flying, thermaling, and advanced flying. And if you're not adhering to those rules, and we see if there is an attitudinal issue, we have even stopped people from flying and told them, maybe the sport is not for you, you should not continue. Not only you, you're making others unsafe
Panic,
in the air. So we're very clear about that. So the whole thing is to minimize risk. Doing a sport like this is a very personal decision.
Yeah, I mean, according to me, I think taking a flight is the most risky today.
Yeah, it would
The
be,
kind of incidents we are seeing, but
true.
yeah,
It would be wrong to force someone to get into it, but it is a good opportunity to inspire someone if they have a desire for it. So we always invite people to come over to the flying side, just look around, ask questions. It's mainly the unknown that we fear. And once you have the information and the knowledge we make it very open for you, and there's a lot of transparency in the questions you can ask, then it is your decision.
I'm sure.
But it is wrong to sell this. I'm against it. I don't think it is the right thing to do.
Nothing is 100% safe.
Exactly.
I don't think anyone can.
So we have designed a zero risk 2-day program as a taster, as a introductory 2-day discover program for people who are not sure. They want to check it out without taking any risk. So that's that. Second thing I'd like to say on this topic is that there are pilots, thousands of them all over the world, flying for last 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and nothing has happened to them. At the same time, there are people who've broken, bones in their bodies and have also had fatal accidents. So,
I mean,
in paragliding,
but
not in training, in paragliding.
okay,
free when
but
you're flying on your
that
own.
you have seen in your groups,
Not
I
in
hope
our groups.
not.
Like here, like while you're getting training, the risk is minimal because the instructors are highly experienced. You are flying under supervised conditions. The instructors are taking most of the decisions, so you're relatively safe.
And there was no case so far that's been.
No, you can have a sprain, or you can have,
that's
a bad
okay.
landing if you're wearing the wrong shoes. Things like that can happen, but they're very rare. Like if you see the ratio of how much flying we do and how many such incidents are there.
And these
it will be
are
a very small percentage.
So
these are very light also.
Yeah.
I mean,
So nothing much goes wrong during training. But once you become an independent solo pilot, then the onus of your safety is on you. And then the safety depends on your attitude.
Yeah.
So your attitude pretty much decides how, so you can make it as safe as you want. Because you're concerned for personal safety, you take good decisions, you keep the weather in mind, you respect the limitations. Or you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You want to take risks, you want to, be a hero on the social
Go
media.
reckless and
Do it for wrong reasons, and then things will go wrong. You can get away many times. It's a very forgiving sport, but not always. So then the question is like, why are so many people flying if there is risk in it?
Yeah.
The reason is what they are getting out of it is so humongous that the risk they are taking compared to that is very minimal.
Yeah.
So they are ready to take that small risk because they are sure what they are getting out of it is humongous.
Much more than
that. Like I've been flying for last it's been 3 decades now.
Yeah.
I've done fighter flying, single engine aircrafts, microlights. And then this form of flying is most fascinating because there's no engine. You're riding on Mother Nature's breath and it's all on natural forces. So it's more closer to flying like a bird.
Yeah.
And I like it. I still like it because it is still challenging. And it makes me have a lot of gratitude for the experience I get of the beauty of nature. and it helps me to be more grateful. And that's why I do it,
I'm sure.
I think it boils down to respect.
Yeah.
How much respect you have for nature, how much respect you have for the sport,
Yeah.
and for the discipline of the sport. And then, as I said, it's like serious fun, and then you can have fun.
Yeah.
Freedom, to have freedom, I think discipline is needed.
True. Such a irony, but
Yeah,
it's true.
It's true.
Yeah. Wow, this was so good. I think I can keep talking on this subject, but as an introduction to this amazing sport, this is a good start, I would say. And I would want to do so many more segments with you guys. But any last words for our audience, and especially for the corporate, because
Yes.
that's the intent,
Yes.
to kind of give them this experience, because they are living in the chaos and they need
Yes.
such creative experiences. So
I,
So you know what Inner Flights is all about. Like all our religions on the planet have a spiritual basis, right from Christianity to Sufism to Sanatan, and they're all pointing to the kingdom inside. Thou art that, and Tattvamasi, and everything is saying that it's all here. And here's an opportunity to discover that. So Inner Flights is about discovering the kingdom within, that it's already there. It's just waiting the uncovering of it, the discovery of it, just looking of it. So we are focused outside and we've seen the results, we've tried it. Now let's look here and find, magic and miracles. And this sport kind of, or anything that you're passionate about, will help you discover it. Because if you're passionate about doing something, you are in alignment with your true self, and you reveal the true self through that passion that you're following. Your work, for example, I mean, you are happy doing what you're doing, and it brings joy and light from you to whoever is listening.
yeah.
And Inner Flights is just going and discovering the deeper aspects of our being, the unknown aspects of our being, and finding, treasures of courage, of joy, of peace, of happiness, of fulfillment. It's all here. It's already there. And just to fly within and enjoy this blessing, I would say.
How beautiful. My God. Every human needs to experience this, I would say.
Yes, because how I got into flying, I remember a flight, I was flying in the Himalayas. I was at about 14,000 feet all by myself. And there were clouds,
Yeah.
dark clouds, Above the dark clouds, I could see the snow-capped peaks. And the sun was shining on them. And there's a little moisture. I could see the rainbow below me. And snowflakes, coming in slow motion and dissipating. And I felt an expansion that I was everywhere, I was everything.
Wow.
And the only thing that was coming from my heart was, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for this, And from there, the impulse
nice.
came that I need to share this, because everybody should taste this, because this is who we are, We are everywhere, we are everything. And that's where the impulse was born to, share this beautiful experience of flying. So that's how my journey kind of began.
Beautiful.
And it's brought me here today.
Which we are so delighted to have both of you talk on this. Any last words from you, Anita?
If I'm speaking to corporates, then what I'd say is be bold. We need to get out to learn the real lessons. Take complete responsibility of our own selves and be our truest self. And this sport gives you the opportunity to be that, and to be authentic human beings, and let Mother Nature do the rest. And the freedom of flying will make you, reach your truest self. So
Wow. Amen to that. And I am so grateful to have you both here.
So
We are grateful to be here. Thank you so much.
I think you're spreading so much light in this world, which is so needed. And collectively, I think we all can create this new reality. So,
oh yes,
Co-creation at its best.
totally.
co-evolve.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you so
God
much.
bless.